Evening, folks. Hope everything's going well. So this is the... Whenever you listen to me read any scripts or anything like that, this is the music that I'm normally writing to when I'm doing it. It's not bad. Anyway. More Witcher 3 tonight. Should be a good one. I don't think you ever have anything positive to say, Viorp. Just gonna say, man. I can't remember the last thing positive you actually said on the channel, but you know, it's gonna go there. Let's back that on there, and let's go. Do. Oh, for God's sake, go away. God, I hate CDPR sometimes. Yeah, their new launcher, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. There's no reason to do a launcher. There really isn't. Just let me play my game, please. Thank you. There we go. So, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a nice time. And is generally having fun. We're on the way up to Christmas now, so, you know. Good. Let's get on with it, shall we? So, as I said last time, I'm going to try not to rip CDPR a new one. CD Projekt Red, I'm going to try and not rip them a new one in the first couple of minutes of this video. You know. I will point out stuff I don't like on the way through, though.
Yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
There you go. So the level has essentially loaded. But, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you, Viorp, like, the thing is, man, is that you look at it as yes men, right? I look at it as hundreds of people telling me I'm doing something right and one person telling me I'm doing something wrong. So, of course, you would look at it as yes men, but, like, I also know people who are on the channel who generally give me a hard time and talk to me about stuff. They don't do it publicly, but like you know, I mean, they send me messages saying, yeah, this didn't quite work, you know, the writing here is a bit off. Whereas, you know, is the trail of treats this way then? If you're leading me this way, okay, it is. So yeah, it may have gone downhill for you. But, like, there's a reason why the channel's grown. Maybe, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because back in the day, I used to do content, and the content I used to do was mainly to do with writing and stuff. And I think that's what you like. That's fine. But I actually enjoy all the hobby stuff that I do. Like, Warhammer's one of the main things that I do in life. It's something that I really enjoy. So, you know. There's also a case for just because you find something's cool and you compliment somebody doesn't make you a yes man, alright? Then that's something that I get from a lot of people, mostly Eastern Europeans, weirdly, is that they'll only ever talk to you when there's something negative to say. And it's like, it's okay to, like... What you don't realise is that if you're getting negative feedback all the time, you will just stop. Eventually, you just stop. You seem like the kind of guy who's kind of like my old manager at GW, in that he never really realised that to get somebody to do what you want, it's much better to just say, hey, you're doing this really well, man. I really like this, and you need to improve this maybe, but everything else, man, you're doing a really good job. That would really get me to go above and beyond, rather than that shit, that shit, that shit, that shit, and that shit, and you used to be better. Do you know what I mean? And please don't be one of those guys who's like, oh, well, if you can't handle me, then, oh, fuck that. No, that's ridiculous. Just, you know, catch more flies with honey, if you know what I mean. I never said sugarcoat anything. That's literally not what I said. But, okay.
Doug went in the kitchen, stole a hunk of meat. Cook gave him a licking, strung him by his feet.
Cooked and bled him empty, stripped his skin off clean.
Laughed and said, how tasty, best sausage I have seen.
Cook's a stupid killer, shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we'll light a fire, gonna roast him up. 1, 2, 3, the one to fetch the kindlings. Thee!
Interesting rhyme.
Don't know you. Go away.
So my point was, right? I'm leaving us here, man. My point was, you say if I don't like something, I'll point it out, live with it. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But the thing is, mate, you never seem to like anything. That's the problem. That's the problem. You may have liked the Black Legion video, but I've never seen you like anything else, to be honest with you. There's always a complaint, there's always a bitch or a moan. And eventually, my point is, the more you say stuff like that, the less people will start to listen. In life as well, not just me, but in life. The more you give somebody negative vibes, the more eventually they'll go, it's the boy who cried wolf. The more they'll go, dude, you're never happy, so I'm just going to stop trying to make you happy, alright? That's what they're going to say. There's not just advice for me, it's advice for life in general. You know? Approaching things with that negative mindset, if you put negative energy out there, you're only going to get it back. This is what I'm saying. So yeah, feel free to give me your opinion and stuff, but if you've given me like 20 bad opinions when everybody else who's on the channel generally gives me good opinions, I look at you and go, wait a minute. Okay, are you just, like, watching the wrong person? Do you need to go find another YouTuber to watch, or are you just here to be negative the entire time? You can't blame me for thinking that.
What are you doing out here alone?
We's not alone. We's with Gran.
But where did you all come from?
We's orphans.
All of you?
There's a war, so there's orphans. Didn't know that?
I'm looking for the witches of Crookback Bog.
You looks like a witch yourself. Witches? Of the bog? We can't go in the bog. Gran don't let us. When my brother Zemet went missing, Gran said it was 'cause he went in the woods and got lost. Gran cried an awful lot after that. He could still come back.
A young woman got lost in the swamp. She has ashen hair and a scar on her face. You kids see anyone like that?
Ain't no lassies here. What am I? You're no lassie. Lassie's got tits.
They do. Heard an old man say once, when the army was here, he says, hide them lasses in the woods. They's dazzling the soldiers with their tits. And it's torturing the poor lads. That's what he said.
If there are view up, I've never seen them, mate, and I watch all of the comments and stuff.
Listen, the girl I'm looking for, she's in trouble. I understand you might not want to help me, but you could try to help her.
Maybe point it out next time.
Here.
I heard she visited the witches in the swamp.
But there's no witches here.
There's only frogs. And snakes.
And Johnny.
What's this talk? What kind of jabbering is this, eh? No one allowed here. Just kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you, wearing swords like a bandit?
Well, if you point something out, and I've not seen the evidence for it, and then they ask for evidence for it, you know, that's life, man. Cheers, Mentoff. Yeah, I think so as well. And I think that's the point that I'm trying to raise, is that I think the content's gotten better over time, not worse. Like, you know, the numbers bear that out, the interaction bears that out, my actual mentality bears that out. And I think if you look at the quality of videos now to where I first started, Jesus Christ, it's not even close. Not even close.
You look after these kids?
They're my grandchildren.
Gran's good to us. Gonna be soup with scratchings for supper.
Kids get lost in the woods. I miss them. Seen them in the woods. No one has.
You one of the witches of the swamp? I hear Crookback Bog.
Witch? Me? Nay, I've no broom nor owl and not one wart on me nose. Got a pretty nose, see?
Gran's got a lovely beak.
Oh, you darling girl. Oh, kids are so sweet.
Who's Johnny?
Johnny ate a cat. Come the morn some furry shat.
Watch your language. They tells tales and tales, naught but tales.
Just talking to the kids. Asked them if they'd seen a young woman.
I was a lovely young woman. Wore a long, beautiful braid my mummy did up for me. Had dresses with flowers on 'em.
Maybe you've seen her. Young, ashen hair.
You're betrothed?
Daughter, actually.
Daughter? My dear, sweet little daughter. And her sister. Where are they now? Maybe they've come to some harm?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, last year I was really run down with work and stuff, so I often watch the content and then I go back and watch all the stuff just to make sure I'm hitting the right marks and I'm actually getting over the passion for the hobby and all that. And yeah, it is a world of difference, really. Happier mindset, I guess.
A bit of help, please. A young, ashen-haired woman. Just need to know if you've seen her.
What are you looking at, children? Wash your hands, we'll go catch crickets.
Won't learn anything from you.
Aye, 'cause I don't know nothing.
That Johnny knows. He knows a lot. When I ask him something, he says, wait, I'll scratch my arse and tell you.
Ugly word. What you saying? To the hut. You'll stand in a corner. I'll make sure you do. You. Be gone. Be gone.
Here's the thing with Gran, right? She does seem annoying at the start, but what I really like about The Witcher 3 is that they get these, like, really kooky characters, but they actually are acting through preservation, which I really like, which you'll find out a bit later on, because there comes a choice that could really turn out badly for everybody.
Can't come in here. Not allowed in here.
I just want to talk to the boy.
Not allowed. It's not allowed.
He won't talk to you anyway. Gran don't like you. And Johnny's made up. And strangers steal kids.
Just got one question for you.
Don't be asking no questions. You're a stranger. Not allowed to talk to strangers.
Can we eat now? Soup with scratchings.
You here? Says he's afeard of you. Stop scaring my kids.
Okie dokie.
Why don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's just him who's pals with Johnny. They pick mushrooms and hunt snails. But Gran says Johnny's made up.
Yeah, I think it's the law of surprise, isn't it? Like, if you find out I never really liked that. I never really liked the law of surprise. I think it was a way of getting around the fact that witches do steal children to train. I actually like the darkness of, like, they're needed, so they just go, okay, I'm taking this kid. You know, and that they just do that, they just abduct them. Rather than being, you know, when you go home, if you find your wife is pregnant, then you must give me the child. It's like, ugh, fuck off. You're telling me that happens so much that you can fill out a whole school full of witches? No, don't be silly.
The boy who plays with Johnny, he must be brave.
Not brave, just stupid. Sat his bare bum on an anthill once. But yeah, he plays with Johnny. He don't listen to Gran and goes in the woods, and then he's got to have a time out.
And he eats snails. Yuck.
Does your Gran treat you right? She ever hurt you?
Never.
When we're bad, she cries.
She's scared. Says strangers might take us. And we'll disappear.
As far as I know, the law of surprise is if you go home and you find something that you don't expect, then you owe it to the witches if they've saved your life or done something for you. Which contradicts the entire point, because they just said the witches don't do anything unless they're paid. So it's like, well, which is it? You know what I mean? Are they heroes who have a darker side because they demand something in return, or are they mercenaries who never go out the way for anybody? What? It just, yeah. And I never liked it. It should just be the witches literally go and steal kids. Literally. But they're needed in the world because everything's going wrong.
Have any of you ever seen Johnny?
Of course. Looks just like him.
Then why do you say he's made up?
Gran says so. And Gran knows lots.
The girl I mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your Gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
All right. But you've got to do something for us, too. Play hide and seek. Gran never does. Says her feet hurt.
Let's play. You hide.
Morning,
But
Will.
if
You
I
alright,
find
mate?
you have to help me talk to the boy who knows Johnny.
He thinks he'll find us easy.
Means he's never hid from the black ones.
Not seen it yet, mate, no.
And you have to count out loud. All your fingers.
I'll probably do it
10,
once I'm cooking dinner later on.
1, 2, 3, 18, 19, 20.
Thanks, game. You saved me
Ready or
5
not,
seconds there.
here I
Something
come.
like that.
I can see you.
How'd you find me?
I just walked in here and saw you sitting on the floor. What?
There you are. See you. Come out.
Found me.
There's got to be another one around here somewhere. Bloody hell's the other one gone? Oh, the other one's just going to be lying face down in the water. I swear to God I saw another one over here. There we go. Endrago over there somewhere. He's in there. He's inside. Where is he? That Nan's gonna be really annoyed. Just running around the fucking house. He climbed out the window. He ran over here. Ah!
No one left hiding.
You're a wizard, right? Gonna show us some tricks when we get to the cottage.
No, we'll talk about your promise. Found you all. Now you gotta keep your word and help me talk to Johnny's friend.
Why wouldn't we? Promised, didn't we?
I'll answer the questions in a minute, mate. Just doing this first.
Gran! Gran! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse! Gran! Come!
Don't be afraid.
Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
Where's Gran?
She's busy.
So, I'll have to have a look at the changes. Didn't realise there was those huge changes coming out. How often do I play the 40k on tabletop? I play it every couple of weeks to a month, essentially. So once a month or every couple of weeks I'll play it. Also, thank you for your $2 before, Edward. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, I about every couple of weeks I'll play. Maybe a month will go by before I play. And I try and get on the tabletop as much as I can. I've started to lower down my points cost of games. I used to play 2,000 to 2,500 points all the time. Now I do mainly 1,000 points, maybe 1,500. Alright, good change of Grey Knights. Good.
Why are you scared to talk?
You're not scared of nothing.
You're all scared of something. Would have told me about Johnny otherwise.
I'm worried about Johnny. He don't come round no more. Once, when we was mushroom picking, I saw his burrow. But Gran yelled at me. Said not to talk to strangers, 'cause then kids go missing. She worries about Johnny too, though she says he's made up.
Where are you and your friend's parents?
Dad, some starved, others were killed, like mine. One day, I went out at dawn to look for berries in the woods. Still some around back then. When I was coming home, I heard the yells. Then, laughing, went up and hid in the bushes near the woods. My mum yelled, and the soldiers laughed. Laid my pa down by the barn door. His head clean off. And then my mum...
It's all right. That's enough. I just want to talk to Johnny. He could know more than you.
Not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real. He's not made up.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Johnny used to be boy, 'cause Gran liked listening to his songs. When we was picking mushrooms, Johnny said he saw
Hey, Amber
a
King,
girl
man,
with
how's it going?
ashen hair in the swamp.
Where can I find Johnny?
Shouldn't you be making a lore video? I've got nothing else to watch.
This strange tree grows there. Look around. You'll see him.
Thank you.
Let's have a wee look around here, shall we? Yeah, it is a little grim. What I like about it though, Ed, is that they don't really go into it that much. They give you just enough information. They don't go, oh, this happened and that happened. They just give you enough information for you to go, ugh. And then, yeah, kind of like the Hitchcock way of doing it. No wonder, no worries, Amber King, man. Cheers. Whoa, that was...
If Johnny's real, he must leave prints.
Love the content, by the way, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. Can't really paint without it, because Lewittin doesn't do that many Hello videos. Well, when he does, they're so long, it takes him ages to do. So,
Johnny's been through here.
also great voice acting in Amber King's videos. The Argyle Tal one, literally made me like... Because I've read the Betrayer book, I've read all the books Argyle Tal is in, and I still... So I was dating a girl for a while, and she wanted to get into 40k. And she's really into tragedy and stuff, and she started reading the books, obviously. And I told her to stop. I actually told her to stop and go and watch Amber King's video on Argyle Tal. So if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's badass. It really is good. Made me feel sorry for a word bearer, which is something I never thought I'd say. But there you go. One thing I have always wondered, though, are the short stories that you read out, if you're still there, mate, are the short stories that you read out ones that you've written or ones that you've actually read? Or is it a combination of both? If you're there. Ah, cheers, mate. What am I doing here? Have a little look.
Tracks lead to a burrow. Wonder what's inside.
Well, Geralt, you were just told that there was a guy living in a burrow, so...
Johnny?
Wow. That is a lot of work, Amber. That is a lot of work, mate. Thanks for doing it. Helps me paint.
Don't be afraid. You're a Bucka? A Luton? Ah, a godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her? Tell me everything, from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me. Why not?
Dude, if you're employed and you're reading 5 to 6 books, that is a lot of work. So congrats, my hat's off to you, mate. And I work full time and like I hardly find time to write scripts.
You know the kids from the clearing well? Don't be afraid. Not gonna hurt anyone. This where you live? Cozy Burrow. Good location. Must know about everything that happens in the bog. Doesn't bother you having monsters for neighbors?
This is the bit of the game when I realised when I played it in 2015 when I started to check out just for 5 minutes. Because I really wanted to go and find Ciri. And when I got to this kid and he just won't speak, that's when I started to go... You know, I started to just break a little bit.
What's wrong? Can't talk? Why? Lost your voice? Can I help you somehow?
Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. Like, let me follow you, okay?
Want me to follow you?
I know what you mean. Like, my process has gone from
choice, I guess.
5 to 6 hours just to write a script. Now it's gone down to about 2 or 3 hours to write the script and then record it and get it all sorted out. But, yeah. Yours obviously a lot more in depth than mine with the editing and the effects and the voices and all that sort of stuff. It's good though. We need more of that in the hobby.
Watch out!
Stay close to me.
What was the other one I really liked the voice for Khan on your videos, Khan the Betrayer. That's fucking awesome. That one was awesome.
This the place? Let me look around. Something's on the ledge? Something that'll get you your voice back? Guess I gotta make this climb.
I think it was the delivery of the line, like, blood and pain. There is nothing else. I was like, yeah, this is some world eater shit here. I'm gonna like this.
Looks like rain.
Wind's howling. Looks like rain. Okay, let's head off here. It's pretty gorgeous. This is without ray tracing as well. We've had to switch it off, as you guys saw last time, because it was just causing too many issues with the current patch. It's not working on 30 series cards.
Choice.
Right, just before I do this... Ow. Ow. Take that. I think we're actually approaching the right level now. I think. I was trying to do things under-leveled and it wasn't working out, go figure, because I'm not very good at the game, and I was under-leveled. Mutagens, vitality. Do another vitality one. And we can't do that. Okay, fine. Let's go with that, shall we?
Maybe he meant this bottle.
I think that's the point, though, isn't it? Like, when you're reading lore, you've really got to love what you're talking about. It's just is so important. It's kind of challenging what I'm going to be doing about the Xenos races, because I've been asked to do a lot of Xenos races and what I would change and things like that. But I've never really been too interested in reading about them. I know a lot of lore about them, but I've never really gone in depth, so that's going to be a really interesting challenge. Tau was the first one as well, and now that I've read about them, they're nowhere near as weebish as I thought they were, to be honest with you. I actually kind of like them. The other dangerous thing is it makes me want to do armies that I can't afford. Because the Games Workshop lore a lot of the time is designed to make you want to go and buy models, rather than being a good story. And it works, because I want to buy every model.
You're ahead from my saddle.
Ow. Fucking gank here. meditate for a sec. What colour do you use to edge highlight Lead Belcher? You can either dry brush it with some Stormhost Silver, which works quite well. I normally do Lead Belcher, non-oil, then Stormhost over the top of it. But recently I've found that the Grey Knight colour, Grey Knight Steel, is just such a nice colour that I just do that. And do a little bit of Stormhost on the edge of it.
Here.
Whiskey! Slither! Ringworm! Rubbish! Bumblebee! Flabbergasted! Ha! The sound of it! Peter Piper picked Prince Proxima a pack of pickled peppers by the Pontar.
Done celebrating?
My favorite words! Life without savoring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like licking snails through a cloth. Thank you for this, noble whoever you are. Long be your life.
Hang on a minute. I helped you, now you help me.
Would you turn this beautiful act of altruism into a banal bartering of favors?
That's the thing, Amber King, though, is that I think when looking at the lore of Warhammer 40,000 and even seeking to rewrite it, you're not really rewriting it, you're just adjusting it slightly. And that's the same with the Eldar on the Undead idea. Is that I think they all, like Morgan Ra, or Maugan Ra, you know, they've already got these undead characters, or characters that have a really big visage of death. I know Ivrain and all those, you know, Inari, it's all to do with death. I really do think that I would take, if they go in sort of a Japanese direction for their lore and their models, I would take something like Hanzo's Shadows from Total War and port them across to the Eldar and have the Ynnari faction be this, you know, dark ninja, Ronin, undead kind of faction. Yeah, if we're going to go that way. But yeah, it's all about changing things slightly to make sure that they're actually hitting the point rather than just hinting at something. Games Workshop do that a lot. They'll hint at something being undead, or they'll hint at something being, oh, look at this thing here that we're going to do. They're kind of undead, or they're kind of space Egyptians, or they're kind of this. Leaning into it, but doing it in a more educated way is a better way of doing it. Like, when I get round to the White Scars, for instance, there's still going to be space Mongols, but there'll be space Mongols that are done by a historian, not somebody who's got a GCSE in history. Do you know what I mean? And that's exactly what I think most people who want to rewrite the lore are doing, is that they're not really changing it. Like today's video, I didn't change the 13th Black Crusade, because it's too big. It has to happen. But you work with it. You work within the parameters. Ghosts would be a really good way to go for the Eldar, actually. So one thing we're missing in 40k is stuff like that. If you're going to port something over from Warhammer Fantasy, Ghosts would be a good thing.
How'd you lose your voice?
One morning I awoke and opened my mouth for my
True,
usual
Viorb, that is also true.
thrushes. Lo and behold, no sound escaped. I tried and tried, almost burst a blood vessel. Then I went to the village, because word has it the new cunning woman works miracles. But people began crying out, "A smudger! A smudger!" and sick their dogs on me. Do I look like a smudger to you?
Not a bit.
Well, I thought not. So it must be the crone's doing. Who else would curse me? Blackbird friend of mine located my voice, but I was helpless to retrieve it.
Couldn't ask a raven friend to just give you the bottle?
Ravens serve the crones. They don't help no one.
How do you lock someone's voice in a bottle? Just wondering.
As am I, especially as mine's a voice to crown all voices. Sometimes it's like a forest brook, at others like a roll of thunder. And let's be honest, I talk enough to fill 3 barrels or more.
Somebody used some powerful magic on you, as a prank or just to be mean.
I'll say this for the Eldar, and I know this is going to be controversial. I kind of echo those thoughts, and that they are very Eurocentric in in the way that they look and the way that they act. The one thing that I loved about Morrowind was how alien it was, because they took a lot of Southeastern Asian influences and things like that, things that the West normally doesn't get to see, and they threw it all into this one area and said, go ham, go have fun. And I think the Eldar would be one of those things that I would do. I'm not going to do a lore video where I do the entire race, because that would just be ridiculous, but if you're going to lean into this more cyberpunky way of doing it, the more Japanese styling, Chinese styling, things like that, I would definitely lean into it with the Eldar, because they were the original ones. Before we got the Tau, they were the original Eldar, you know, the Aspect Warriors, things like that. They worked very much like samurai and from different schools of thought and training and things. That's how I would lean into it. And I would actually have the Eldar look a bit more representative of East Asia. I know that sounds weird, but I would have them look still like elves, but you know, a bit more not normal. You know, out there, not the normal British person, the way that they look. You know, I shouldn't be able to go to a heavy metal gig and see a woman with long legs and think, oh, she looks quite Eldar-y. You know what I mean? In Liverpool or something, I should be able to be like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
I'm looking for a young, ashen-haired woman. See anyone
They
like
do
that?
have shuriken view up, yeah. Shuriken
Remember
cannons
as
and
if it
things.
were yesterday. Soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My favourite part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise. Downright glorious. Suddenly, heard a bang. So loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared. Out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired. Just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot. She raced off towards the children's huts. Quick as if the crones were after her. I yelled some unpleasantries. She disturbed my morn. Sadly, I'd lost my voice, so I don't think she heard me.
What do you know about the crones?
They're as old as this forest. Cruel, vindictive. Not to
See
be
you later, Amber
crossed.
King, mate. Cheers for stopping by.
What if someone does cross them?
Looking forward to the
Might
next
take
video.
His voice, might take his life. Depends on their whim. They're nasty, although they care for this land and its folk in their own way. Supposedly they always keep their word, but you must be careful what you ask for. Won't find them until they want to be found. See them until they want to be seen. But remember, they see and hear all that happens in the mire.
I've been to the village in the swamp, met a woman who might have been a crone.
Did she seem confused to you?
Nuts, completely.
So I'm not crazy. That's no crone. That's the granny who takes care of the orphans. Claims the kids made me up. Me!
An orphanage in a swamp?
What do you have against swamps? Lived here my whole life, and I heartily recommend it.
She ran off toward the orphanage. Kids could know something, or the old woman who takes care of them.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me, and I'm no bore. Come with me.
Alright. Whoa, I thought he disappeared then.
Careful! Watch
Damn
out!
it.
That sound design was good. That was really good. That sound design was really good. That was great, that. I knew this guy was coming. So I got a little tickle in my right ear. I thought, oh, looked around, there he was. That was brilliant. That was really well done. Oh, looty. I know, North complimenting The Witcher 3. I know, shock.
The 33 thieves thought they drove the throne throughout Thursday. Ha! It's clear, not a crone in sight. I need to sing to Gran. That ought to calm her. Little Johnny softly gazing, fire waning pale. Hop! A spark jumped out and whispered, "Listen, I'm a tale."
You got your voice back.
I did, though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it when I get home.
You're not allowed here, Johnny. You shouldn't have come.
Calm down, Gran. Don't get angry. It's not good for you.
Can you take me to the crones?
Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
No, she's not allowed.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Ginny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't even fuss about my stolen voice. Well, now I want something. Gran, help this fellow. Because otherwise he'll pester me day and night, even during potty time. His lass is missing. Perhaps the ladies can help find her, eh?
Johnny's a bro.
Since you put it that way, Johnny, I'll help him. Come with me.
I think that's the last you see of him as well, which is a shame. I quite like Johnny.
Johnny's a good lad. Though the ladies don't like him. No. Foul creature, they say. Don't like him.
Who are the women in the tapestry?
Those are the ladies.
He definitely is Mintoff, mate. He definitely is.
Ladies lovely, with power over all. Beseech I thee, answer my call. Before you a worm crawls, wretched and small.
Oh, really? I didn't know that, Vio. I'll try that.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
Someone speaking through you?
Good looking and clever, too. Where have you been hiding, boy?
So you're the three crones?
Crones? Where'd you get such an ugly word, young man? Village bitches have been gossiping again. There's no limit to how jealous and petty humans can be. Do we look like crones to you? Go ahead, check. Touch me, white-haired one, where it pleases you most.
Is it my imagination, or is this tapestry made of hair?
Oh, he's got a sensitive touch. Touch me more, boy. Touch me more.
Where do you get human hair?
Never heard of the cutting? Round here, a young boy turns into a man when they cut his hair for the first time. Our sister weaves tapestries of this cut hair. If the weft is straight, happy's the fate.
What if the weft's crooked?
Then it must be unraveled.
I wonder if they got the lips wrong on purpose. That looked really freaky.
Is this a curse? You trapped in the tapestry?
Oh, he's curious. We don't fall victim to curses. We cast them.
I'm looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Oh, he's impatient. Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
The young woman. She's my daughter by choice. I raised her.
If she's shapely, what does it matter?
Matters to me.
I believe we've hit a nerve. He's bubbling like well-fed yeast.
Oh, that's how I like him.
The one thing I didn't like about the Crones, and it's nothing to do with this game, is that the Welsh woman who's part of the Crones, every game after this sort of used her for a witch voice, and it fucking annoyed the shit out of me. I played the Mordor games after this, and I was like, why is this the same? It's the Crone woman. It's such a distinctive voice, because it's so good.
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts?
Oh, hard times are upon us, white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever before.
A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren. It feeds on hatred and disdain. Destroy the beast, and we may be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
Dark power? You need a knight-errant, or a witch hunter, not a witcher.
The alderman of Downwarren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task. And now our servant will bring you the dagger.
A dagger? What for?
When the alderman sees this dagger, he'll know we sent you. He'll aid with all.
I'll talk to the alderman, but I can't promise anything.
Move, woman! Give the young man the dagger.
And you, White One, return only once you've completed the task.
Aye, mistress, right. On me way. Dagger. Gotta bring the dagger. The dagger. For you. Lady told me to give it you. Here it is. The dagger. Place the alderman's payment on the stone. Stone bear. Stone shear. Stone nose, stone ears.
Alrighty. Why is there a dead cat on the floor? I like how everything about this room is just wrong. Like, you can see, like, all the candles are laid out in a long line. That just, they haven't fallen there. Do you know what I mean? There's a dead cat on the floor. There's another one over here. Like, it just odd. I'm gonna loot this. I'm gonna loot that as well. Right. Let's head in, shall we? This is kind of where the early game peaks. I've heard people, viewers as well, say that, you know, the whole game peaks here. Maybe. Maybe. I need to play it again as I am now to finally figure out whether that's the case or not. I like later on in the game where we get to Skellige and we get to other places like that, where it really opens up and you've got really good gear and things. But definitely the most polished part of the game is up until the end of the Bloody Baron quest line, essentially. I'm gonna fuck this I'm gonna...
Right, me numbers to work!
You're gonna go in flames, mate. You're going in flames. I'll toy with you. Or the game can just tell me that you're getting through my guard somehow. That works as well. It's only years later. The way Eli's lying down. It's only years later with the looking at it with a clean pair of eyes. I'm sort of like, yeah. 2015, the combat system works. 2022, it kind of works. But if this game had just come out in 2022, I wouldn't be impressed with the combat at all. To be honest with you. Unfortunately.
Wow. Your eyes. These like me kitty cats.
Greetings. Nice village.
Aye,
A real pearl of the swamps.
if you say so.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survive.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
Don't belong to anyone. Down to business. I want to get this done quickly.
Ah, so that's how it's to be.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock they lie. Unburied, all. Fathers, sons, daughters, and mothers. Folk are afeared to move them. You must go there. The dark powers must be cast off.
When did all this start?
3 years back. I remember 'twas a warm day. Went to check the snares for game. Pulled a hare from me trap. It grew dark all of a sudden, though it was nigh on noontime. Thought it was a storm at first. A squeal pierced the air, near burst me ears. The hair rotted in me hands, and the leaves shriveled and yellowed, though it were yet the start of summer. Times have been ill ever since. Folks' teeth turn black as charcoal. Womenfolk fight like polecats, bawling and brawling over nothing.
That's not unusual.
The young'uns, born crippled, lame, fear and cursing. Long have we pled for the lady's help.
Need more details.
You must see for yourself. Me grand's mum whacked me crosswise for straying near the Whispering Hillock. But what happens there now is a wonder.
Few times folk from round here gathered to chop down the trees and burn the cursed soil back to use. None returned. The ground neath the weeds is white with human bones.
Ladies of the Wood don't know what this power is?
They know all. Old Thekla claimed they'd be punishing us. Folk stopped respecting them. Some even call them witches. But must not be they, for they sent you.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
So, the thing is, the thing about the crones, right? There is no good way of solving the situation. You can get them in the end, but until you get to the end of the game, the very end of the game, you're not going to solve this problem. Them being here is like, it is going to end badly for somebody. It just is, and, you know, the reason why I back the crones in this quest is because, from what I remember, if you come in like the White Knight and try and go against the crones at every opportunity and try and, you know, it just doesn't work out well for any of the villagers or anything like that at all. It just works out really badly. for everybody concerned. Not that it works out well for certain people if the crones are alive, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. But yeah, I work with the devil and know. Do you know what I mean? If I'm in this situation,
Winds howling.
I'm going to do exactly what Geralt's going to do here, and that's basically work with the power. You know, whatever's going on, you know. Whatever the crones are scared of isn't going to be good, is it? Let's be honest.
Be gone. Come no closer. I know whence you come.
Voice.
The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also supposed to, like, tell you that don't judge people. Like, if people ask you to do something, just do it. Rather than...
Be gone! Be gone! Be gone! Powers will not relent.
Come here, you. How fast is he regaining? Come here, you fucker. What, are you kidding me? Like I've fucking hit him like 3 times and he just stands there looking at me. Okay, fuck this, dude. Fuck off. Yeah. Yeah, you're fucking lucky I managed to do that game. Come on. He's back to full health again. Like, it's just like... That's not difficulty. That's not difficulty. Does it go back up again? It does. So there's no point fucking fighting the werewolf then, is there? See ya. No fucking point then, is there? Fucking pathetic. Are you fucking serious? You literally can't damage him? That's not... Will developers not get this through the fucking heads? It's not difficulty. That is not difficulty. Having a big nope button isn't fucking difficulty, guys. Just isn't. That's not difficulty. Saying joke, I get all my fucking health back now. Go fuck yourself isn't difficulty. Just fucking annoying. Literally all it is. He doesn't even reset. Look, he gets all of it. He just keeps respawning all of his health. Because I've actually got to duel this guy, right? He just gets all of his health back. Look, I can hit him as many times as I want. Learn how to make games, guys, will you? That's not how you do it. This ain't the way to do it. He can't beat me. Look, he literally, a game cannot beat me with him through fucking skill. I'm losing count of the amount of hits I've gotten for no return hits, but you know. The one thing I will give From Software games is that they don't do shit like this. Just cheap ass fucking bollocks. No point in fighting him. No point in fighting him. Just fucking run away. No point fighting him. It's fucking cheating, so there's no point. Absolutely no point. Absolutely no point at all. See you later, Mintoff. Very disappointed with the... Again, like, there's always something. Always seems to be something with CDPR. Turning chicken dinner into chicken shit, as per usual. Alright, let me try and make some... I heard Wolfsbane works, but like it. But dude, I mean, does it switch off the fucking bullshit that we get with him? Cursed ones. I think they are cursed ones, aren't they? Wolfsbane. We're looking for. Now, if this was like a proper Witcher game, we'd go and get the Wolfsbane, and would literally like it'd be much easier. But I'm willing to bet that his fucking bullshit, his little regen thing is still going to be on because the game just doesn't know how to do balance properly, or to give you actually decent fights that actually take skill to win. Going and picking a flower and coming back to beat him would even be annoying. It would still be annoying. That's not skill. I've gone and picked a flower and come back. Do you know what I mean? Silly. What would be good game design is if they put loads of Wolfbane around here to show you how to beat, you know, this creature, right? You need Wolfsbane and you need this and that and the other.
Fang bites.
Yeah, dude, we just fought the fucking thing. Stand up. You fucking idiot. Yeah, but of course that game design trick is beyond CDPR, like completely beyond them. So yeah, there's no Wolfsbane around here. So that'd be a really good way to introduce the player into these types of enemies do exist. So be careful, you know.
Come on.
He's not even doing that much fucking damage, dude. He's literally not doing very much damage. I can kill him if it just let me, and it's just like no. Go, put your fucking sword away, dude. What's he doing? just got done complimenting the game, or trying to, and it does shit like this, dude. It's pathetic. Just let me jump up here, please. No, you wanna just... Where are you? Here's another thing. It shouldn't get to dodge by growling. That fucking annoys the shit out of me. He just like puts his head down and literally avoids all of you. And here he comes again with his respawning health. All that done. Yeah. Brilliant. Fucking bullshit.
Show yourself. I want to talk.
The only reason I won that is because I glitched him out against the wall and continued hitting him. Just bad. Just bad. Christ almighty. It's not difficult. Like, I think we're seeing how far gaming's come. I really do. I think we are seeing it in this game. No, I tried the fire, man. I tried the fire. Didn't work. I'm hoping the Wolfsbane would stop him regenerating, but I doubt it will. It'll just be like a little... They're not smart enough to do that. It'd be like a 5%... Congratulations, you get a 5% fucking damage boost. It's like, brilliant. Thanks. Literally, the only way I won that was by locking him up against the wall and just hitting him. Can I see, please?
Why have you come? Why spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish?
I was attacked.
This is my prison. A fortress besieged. Murderers I await, and my forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters. Killed my body. Now my soul they hunt. For I defy them.
Who are you?
I abandoned my circle, where I'd kept the balance. The crones killed me, and cursed my ghost.
Never heard of a druid circle in Velen.
I wander eternally through a maze of vows, helplessly sliding over a sea.
I would say Lewis, yeah. But there is a Witcher 1 remake coming out. Definitely play Witcher 2. If you're going to play Witcher 1, play Witcher 2. It's really good.
You must know the crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from a broth of human flesh.
Why did they kill you?
The crones want this land. They'd rule the wood alone. I stood in their way. I had to die.
You claim to be imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here, in fetters of magic. I wandered endlessly, a labyrinth of thieves. The children, I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I can be a gale, a galloper chained. I shall save them. Only I can.
So, here's the thing. She will save the kids, but she's also a plague demon mistress person who will spread the plague to a lot of people out there in the world. So, it's kind of up to the player. Like, do we free this person and she saves the kids, which also leads to other things happening later on, or do we kill her and do what the crones want? The kids will die, but like thousands of people will be saved because this person's not running around. Plus, would we really trust the big tentacle monster, the big testicle monster nailed into a wall? I mean, you know.
The crones. What do you know about them?
The sisters are older than the oldest trees. Velen is their realm. All life here serves them. The sisters live concealed. You will not find them. They hear all. You cannot hide.
Why do you think the kids from the meadow are in danger?
The sisters took them. They shall not return.
Where'd they take them? I can help.
It is done already. It cannot be undone. There are no rules to our serving. They shall all die. Let them be saved.
Alright, so. I came into this thinking, okay, I'm gonna kill this thing because, you know, it's just annoying. Because I honestly don't see any other way to do this. You know, let a few kids die, but then I'm thinking,
I don't believe you, Spirit. Too many claim you're evil. Your words alone, not enough.
Dare to harm me, and against you will rise all the powers of nature.
just swat it, do we? Okay. Well, that could have gone worse. So the reason why I did that was because I roleplayed it in the end. When in doubt, roleplay, right? There's no way Geralt, who's a witcher, would look at this thing and be like, yeah, I'll just let you go. Shall I? I'll just let you go. No. There's no way you'd do that. So I'm acting as Geralt. I know this is probably not the best choice because the crones can't be trusted, and the kids dying leads to really bad things happening later on.
A place of power.
Yeah, it's, you know.
I'm busy, man.
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
You fucking told me there was. Fucking yokel.
Believe me, you don't want to know.
What have you done?
Some being had come to possess the tree's heart. I destroyed the heart and its inhabitant.
So it were a ghost. Will it be back?
No. The crones, or the ladies of the wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon.
Don't come back with your todger, mate. I'm not taking it to them.
There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the hell was that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
In a weird way, he's right. They do protect the people here because it's in their best interests. But they're also like fucking evil, and they do lots of terrible things to them at times. So that's where the children went.
He's even lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here.
You can bring it, not only.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you this transgression, for you've done well. Your children are plump as piglets, sweet as caramel.
But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
The woman who cares for the kids.
She's a debt to pay. She is here by choice.
She's insane.
She knew what our pact entailed when she made it. We helped her. She promised to serve. Now she bears our mark. Belongs to us. Come. It is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
So, Lewis, yeah, man, Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favourite ever games. And I really want it to have a PC release. So I can play it again.
You looked different in the tapestry.
We're all dressed up just for you.
If you only knew how much time we spent in front of the glass.
Do you desire us?
I'm impressed. Polymorphism, a rare talent.
Oh, I'd suck every last drop out of you.
Ah, to be woven together with you? I'd be your best and last.
Not what I came for.
I wish you could be like, you could have flirted with them some more. That'd be hilarious. But they have just killed a bunch of kids, so maybe not.
You used me to tame the Whispering Hillock. A lot of work.
Lots free, brave soul.
Did you destroy the evil powers? Have you brought peace to our domain?
Yes.
So fortunate to have found so brave a knight, so able.
What did you need the children for?
We? They needed us. Our care.
Where are they?
They are far away.
Their troubles are over.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given, we never break.
The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand, the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could.
Like she was our own daughter.
Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl.
Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy. We knew someone saved your life. We read beast entrails, saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness, a mirage in a puddle. She came from the lower swamp.
We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood. The soul seed that would burst into flame.
She fell into our hands. Elder blood.
The blood of the traitress. Does she sleep?
Like a lamb.
Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set. The cauldron bubbles.
We cannot! You know she is meant for him.
Imlerith will get her. He will, but not whole.
Well said. We'll just have a sample.
I'll take her feet. Lovely and plump. Perfect for a broth.
I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it.
You'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly.
Oh shit. Oh, I forgot she could do that. Okay, these guys are just not going to stop, are they?
tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood. The taste brought back memories of our youth.
Elder blood. Extraordinary girl. But you know that. Such a shame she fled.
She escaped you, but I'll find her. We'll come back here together and kill you.
You'll return, you shall. Our fates are bound. And one will die, but it shan't be one of us.
Now you shall chase shadows and wander midst fog.
Each time you see her, she will be a mirage. And if you find her, the girl will die. Seeing you, handsome knight.
Have you noticed how the weather's gotten better though? I quite like that. So the one thing that CDPR have said in like several, like the old CDPR people who have left have said, when they were asked, "No, has anything surprised you about the Witcher 3?" And one of them said, "Yeah, the sheer amount of porn involving Ciri." I mean, is what it is. In terms of a sword, I think in the later on we do get a codex entry that says it's a blend of silver and steel, but I'm not sure. I'll have to read it later on. Quests. So. Got on road for the first time today. Can I get on, please? Thank you. Pretty.
One step closer, or you'll never lie with the others.
Quite bothered.
To the forest for brushwood yesterday.
If it weren't for our peril through the wilds, we'd have starved long past.
You're a hearted man. I have coin at my old home.
Then go on, live there.
But it's infested with beasts.
Try to win them all, but you won't.
Sent my young'uns to pick mushrooms yesterday.
To the woods? Alone?
You know how it is. Had too many mouths to feed.
What kind of mother are you?
More food for us now.
Come on.
Trusty arms for all sorts.
Steel swords and strong maces for the menfolk, engraved knuckle dusters for the ladies.
Master quality weapons. You capable of making them?
Who do you think I am? A Tory?
A Tory?
The master craftsman of Novigrad. Why, everyone's heard of him. Says he's retired now, so no. Ain't no one can do what you ask.
Show me your wares.
Hang on, didn't I?
Salam.
It does all worse. Okay.
I seen taste his armor, like winter on a glass pane.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, I did hear about that leak. Yeah, I did, but we've heard nothing since, which is the shame. That area.
Draw your weapon. Halt! Stand and duel! I challenge you!
Boots a bit big, maybe? Careful not to trip.
Halt, I say! I am Rondvid of the Small Marsh, bound by a sacred oath.
Oh, that's rough. My sympathies.
To honor Maid Bilberry, fairest of all maids I know, by dueling 100 knights to the death. Now, draw your sword post haste, for I've knights in hand left after you.
Why are you challenging me? Don't recall doing anything to offend the Maid Bilberry.
Well, why? Then swear. Swear! Maid Bilberry's the most loveliest of all.
Thing is, I've never laid eyes on her.
Aha! Ah! I shall wash your scorn away with thy blood fiend. Stand and fight. No, I yield.
Had enough?
Yes, luck stood with you. But the next time we meet...
Challenge me again. Raise your hand, draw your sword, look at me the wrong way, and I'll kill you.
You so sure of that?
Yes.
We shall see.
Some people need telling, because he's going to get himself killed. kind of what I do with Conrad Werner in Mass Effect. Out the way, peasants.
Come on.
Used to be wagons showed on market days, loaded with all kinds of
Sir, we were up our noses in fights and horrors.
Let's go.
All done, Roach. That was a good ride. Wish you could pat him and stuff. That'd be nice.
The rats, why did he need them?
Bloody rodents. Better to have stuffed them with a poison or crushed them into a pulp with a shovel, but no.
Did you see what he did with them?
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage, he says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
You're just gonna leave him standing there?
Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer, or who might be listening.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Oh.
I'm in hiding.
You mean the
Yes, that's exact. Witch hunt.
I've already said that. I've already. That's all
the
this.
subject. Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The Cursed Isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure.
Nope.
The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think. Your image. That's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, this lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
Wait, so you said that you heard it from him that this guy was a nice guy, but he died at the time? What? Did we just catch her in a lie there?
Alright, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Kyle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course, provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Kyle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use, provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all.
Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt.
Thank you.
Right, I'm going to leave it there, folks. It's been a good one, actually. Got lots done. I'll be back on maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday. We will see. To do a bit more Witcher. Love you all a long time. Have a good one. See you later.